Hi my dear Libras, it's Nick. I hope you guys are doing good. This is for all my Libras, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. Now I know I took a few weeks off, but I'm back, so hopefully you didn't miss me too much. We are going to go into your Mermaid Oracle this week since we're still in Pisces season, then going into a little bit of health, career, work, finances, and love, romance, dating, or relationships, just like I usually do. This week we do have Venus on the 11th moving into Pisces. I did already run that down in the March monthly reading, so you can always refer back to that. And next week we'll be starting Aries season, which is crazy. I feel like time is going by so fast. Okay. And I'll have a link to the extended reading below in the description box if you're interested afterwards as a part 2 and a continuation. All right. So this week, my Libras, what's going on, or what's your Mermaid Oracle message? So I feel like this can be definitely like a confirmation or maybe a sign maybe some of you have been needing or looking for. So it's coming from card number 43. So 43 or the number 7 could mean something to you or be significant for you guys. And it says endurance, keep going. Keep going. So I'll let you look at the image. Maybe it'll speak to you specifically in a certain way. But basically this week, maybe you want to give up. Maybe you're like, oh, I don't know, this is worth it, or I'm tired, I don't know. And maybe this is your sign. Nope, don't give up. Keep pushing forward. Stick with it. Be consistent. Don't give up too soon. And you know, it's kind of like when you're working out. I remember my cheer coach in high school used to say, like, it's always like when you're doing crunches and stuff for abs, it's always like that last like 30 seconds or that last minute that's burning, that hurts so bad and you want to give up and you want to stop. But that's when you're actually getting the most out of your workout. And if you just endure and like complete it to the end and push through that last minute, whatever that's like hurting or burning, that's when, you know, you actually do the most work. So if something is going, maybe feels really hard right now, or you want to give up, or you're not sure if you should continue, I would say keep going. Tough it up, okay? Even if it is kind of challenging right now, keep going. Don't give up. Keep your head up, okay? Nice. So when it comes to your health for this week, my lovely Libras, you guys got the Chariot, so Cancer energy. Maybe some of you have Cancer in your chart or dealing with a Cancer as far as health. So this week, I kind of see that you, it's like you're moving forward, or you could be moving a lot. And emotionally, you could be becoming more confident in what you're feeling, in like your own intuition. Like maybe your body starts almost like your body signals things to you and it starts like speaking to you, but now you're actually receptive to it and you get what it's trying to tell you. You're like, oh, okay, you know what, this, I'm feeling this again like I did last time. Okay, I know what I need to do, instead of being clueless. This could also be a week where you're kind of moving a lot, like maybe you have to drive to places, or you're doing something with a car or a vehicle. Maybe you're seeing family, or family's coming to visit you, or someone could ask you for a ride, or you're giving someone a ride. You're seeking comfort, or you're doing things that are more comfortable, or you're getting more confident and comfortable with maybe doing new things or pushing yourself and actually communicating it, and maybe communicating and talking about your feelings and emotions and things that you care about. You're gaining more confidence doing these things, okay? So you're pushing forward. You could be moving around, driving a lot, doing something with a car, vehicle, maybe visiting family, having more confidence in your emotions, and talking about it as well, okay? And this could be a more emotional week, or you're kind of listening and paying attention to your own like internal, your internal waters within yourself, okay? So when it comes to your work, school, career, and finances, you guys got the Page of Cups. So for this week in this area of life, I actually feel like you could receive some love and support from the universe via a person, and this person may be like a younger person. Maybe it's someone who looks up to you, someone who really likes your work or the things that you're doing, maybe is complimenting you, maybe it's a client, a customer, a supporter of some sort. Someone may give you a compliment or say something nice to you or uplift you, and or maybe give you a referral, introduce you to someone, or some kind of networking. But I think it's really something that's more like heartwarming, like, oh, I really loved your work, or like, oh, you're so smart, or like, you know, it could be something that just makes you feel good. You're like, oh wow, thank you, like I really appreciate that. So it could be someone at work, at school, or you know, someone who appreciates your work or likes what you're doing, and the words that they say to you or the message is very it's very heartfelt. Okay, and it could be coming from a stranger as well. It could be like a random stranger and they just make your day because they said something that's just like really genuine, that you know they didn't have to say to you, but the fact that they went out of their way to say it to you, it just feels really nice. So you could receive a heartwarming message, or someone does something really nice for you, but it's coming from a genuine place. They actually mean it, okay? And it could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. All right, and it could be also like maybe something that you do, the work you're a part of, it like changed someone's life, or it helped them, or like got them through a rough stage in their life, and they're just telling you like, oh, thank you so much, like I was going through a really hard time and you helped me, or you're whatever, and it like kind of just like really touches you, okay? All right. So then when it comes to your love, romance, dating, or relationships, on your side, we have the Ace of Wands, the Four of Swords, and the Four of Cups. So some of you could have fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, also maybe water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio somewhere in your chart. 4 is also a number that's coming up for you guys. So this could be a week where you're kind of keeping a lot, you're thinking a lot, there's a lot on your mind, there's a lot in your head, but you're kind of keeping it to yourself behind closed doors, or there's just things that are going on internally that you're dealing with and thinking about privately, but that you care about, and you don't know how to, like, you're just kind of like, it's something you keep thinking about over and over again, but you probably do need to like rest and start thinking about it differently, or not put so much time and energy into it, okay? So on this other side, for this other person, this can be the past, present, or future situation, or all three, all the above. We have the Lovers, King of Swords, and the Five of Crystals. So as far as who you could be dealing with, it can definitely be a Gemini, another air sign like yourself, Libra, Aquarius, or earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. But doesn't have to be, it could be any sign, like I always say to you guys. It could just be energy this person is embodying, playing out, or maybe be like a mixed match of one of those. So what's going on here? You could be wondering, and like the reason why maybe you're kind of in your head and thinking a lot this week is because you don't know why something happened, or you haven't heard from someone, or you haven't spoken, or someone didn't respond to you, or they haven't called you or texted you, and you're like, what happened? So you haven't heard from someone, or they haven't reached out to you, or they haven't responded, and you're kind of wondering like, what happened? Like, are they okay, or did I say something? Because the last time you did hang out or talk, it was good, like nothing bad happened. You thought things were great, it seemed perfect, and you're like, what went wrong? Did something happen to them, or am I being paranoid? So you're thinking a lot because you're like, what happened? And you're kind of maybe going down this spiral and maybe thinking worst case scenario, because the person you maybe were connecting with, or was like a new connection, or maybe you guys had just started dating, or whatever the case is, it was new, it was fun, it was exciting. They seemed to be someone who like you had a lot of things in common with, or you hit it off, possibly. It felt like that. It felt what's the word? Like it was reciprocal, okay? They were feeling the same things you were feeling, and it almost gave you like soulmate vibes, soulmate energies, and they could have been the one that reached out to you. Maybe they were the one that asked you out, or they were the ones that reached out to you and started talking to you. And they were really charming, really friendly, easygoing, sweet, attractive, and they wanted to hang out, and maybe they wanted to talk again, or they asked you for a number, like, oh, let's hang out, or I'll call you, or whatever the case is, or let's do this again. And you're like, okay, all right, like, so it was all good, like there was nothing bad going on, or no signs of like something going wrong. And so you were excited for what's to come, or maybe you were supposed to meet this week, or you were going to see each other, or you were waiting for their message, but you kind of, you know, a day passed and then nothing, and then another day passed, and you're like, okay, like, am I being impatient, or did I misunderstand what they said, or what's going on? Because you haven't heard from them, and so you start thinking like, okay, maybe it's just me, maybe I'm overthinking, overanalyzing. And this person hasn't forgotten you though. They have been thinking about you, and they probably have been wanting to talk to you or reach out to you. But it looks like right now they have other things that they have to give more of their time and energy to, that could be kind of stressing them out. And so you might be thinking that it's you and that it's your fault, and then you go from your head to then getting into your feelings and kind of feeling sad, or like, oh, what's going on? Is it my fault? Did I do something? But it's not that. This person just has to now, like, they maybe just don't have time because there's some changes in their reality, in their living arrangements, maybe with work, school, finances, maybe their job changed or something, and so it's kind of stressful, and they kind of don't have the energy or have the time right now to give all that attention to you. And they may not be thinking that you're overthinking or analyzing it because it was still very fresh. But that could be the reason you haven't heard from this person. They're going through some changes right now, and they can't really talk about it, or they don't feel comfortable expressing it to you because you probably don't know each other well enough yet. And it's stuff that, like, they're like, I just gotta handle it, you know, like, I don't want to get them involved. And maybe just they don't want to like talk about it. They'd rather just deal with it on their own first. So that could be a big reason why. Okay, but let's continue this on in the extended reading to see where their energy is at. What are they thinking about? What are they feeling in their heart and soul? What they don't want you to know that maybe you should know, what their next action or move will be towards you, and then follow it up with your advice at the end. Okay, so we'll continue on in the extended. The link will be below. I will see you guys there. I'll see you for your next reading. All right, take care. Bye.